Alright, it is Thursday. We have 2 days until the drift events, and I still have a lot left to get done on the Mustang. I can take it as it is now, but I definitely have some changes I want to get done. And the first thing is an issue I ran into at the last event, which was the wheel rubbing the lower control arm. So, I'm running an 18 by 8.5 plus 35 up front, and the offset was allowing the wheel to rub the control arm at full lock, which caused the wheel to fail. And now I'm running the same size wheels, so I went ahead and replaced them. So I just bought one and had them repowder coated, fresh neon yellow. And I've been running rear 18 by 9.5 35 just to get by. And it gets quite a bit of poke. It looks about like this, maybe a little less with the 5.5 degrees camber I'm running. And it's going to be even more, slightly, because I have to run a 25 mil spacer, which is going to bring this to an 8.5 plus 10. Alright, so here's the setup with the 8.5 and the spacer. It's honestly not as bad as I was thinking. I'll have to see when it gets back on the ground. I left the other side on, so let's compare it. I mean, it's pretty close. Move the wheel a little. It's pretty comparable. I think it sticks out a little further, but not too bad. I can live with that. Alright, so moving on from the front wheels that I have on the car now, I wanted to come up with a bracket for the rear bumper. It made it easier to come on and off. So I purchased these things, some little quick release, focus, little quick release bumper tabs, and I found a good spot where I can make a bracket and get it to mount up where I want it. I'll show you. And then we'll put the little quick release tab right there, so it's nice on the edge of the bumper. It'll look really good. So instead of an L bracket coming out and down, I'm going to utilize the factory bumper bracket here, these two bolt holes, and run this flat bar like so, which will end here in the same spot that I was originally going to have it. And then I can put my my bumper quick release right here in the same spot. And it will require me only drilling 3 holes. Alright, so this is the bumper bracket on the side. On the back side there was a little retaining clip and some tabs that I just modified a little, just sanded them down with the Dremel to get it smooth. That way I can throw my metal support bracket behind it, and that should stick out perfectly where I can mount the quick release. Alright, check it out. I have the bracket back on, and I've got my metal support bracket behind this, which gives me this little bit of extension. I could have brought it out a little further, but I think this will be perfect because I can put my stud here, which is pretty much centered on this arch line for the quick release. I definitely should have recorded doing this, but it's a little painful, so I just kind of sent it before I decided I didn't want to drill into this nice, perfect bumper. So yeah, now we're committed. Alright, there it is. Worked exactly like I hoped. There is a slight gap. You can see just from that piece of metal I had to put behind here. But it's not horrible. Better if I get all the clips in. So just a little tiny gap right there. But that is perfect. I mean, just push the button and now you can release everything. So moving on, take these off. Going to do an oil change, and I'm wanting to get the harnesses in. I don't know if I'll have time today or even before the event, but we have the factory seatbelt, which will work okay. I have a new driver's seat coming in that I want to get in before I do the harnesses, so that's kind of what I'm waiting on. If it shows up today, it's supposed to. I just don't know how much time I'm going to have to get everything done, because I am working in between those. Alright, so this is the mount, the pull tab to release, and then you attach this side to the extinguisher, and I'll sit you guys down, hopefully to where you can see. This should just fall in. Oh yeah, mounted. Mustang's done, back on the ground. I didn't record putting in the harnesses just because it's not that interesting. If you guys are looking for instructions on how to install harnesses, there's a ton of videos. I recommend Scroth's Racing, I think that's how you pronounce it. They have a really good tutorial on how to mount the harnesses on the harness bar. But I have the harnesses in, I have the new seat in, adjusted properly. Wheels with spacers are on. I still have to check clearance of the fenders because as far out as the wheel sticks, I think it might hit the bumper, which is going to be an issue. So we'll find out about that shortly. And then, yeah, let me show you guys. All right, here it is. I wasn't able to find a nut and bolt for the eye bolt for the 5th point, the submarine strap. So I had to order a new one. So I'm just going to be running a 4-point for the event this weekend. Because my mounting solution, yeah, I can't get the submarine strap mounted properly. So, everything else is mounted properly. Harness bar is in, harnesses are in. And then, yeah, everything's adjusted and it fits super nice. Super stoked. Sick. It's yellow with red flake. So sick. Barossa. Sick. Spangler. Sodded. What are you doing?
I was looking at the tension rod bushing. About the we'll have to change the tension rod bushing soon. You can see it's starting to get separated.
Where? On the back side of the nut? Oh, on the back side of the chassis. Okay, I see it.
So I probably got a couple more runs in before I'm done, so I don't chance it. That's probably where I'm getting my steering wheel shake from.
Probably. That sucks. Taylor Ray's beast of a machine and his sick new bus. Got to check out the inside, chat with him. Mustang boys out here. Davey, Assadid. Lots of, it's a learner's day, so lots of cars, lots of people. Sick turnout. It's actually cool. It's actually not hot as hell, so it's actually a really nice turnout. Alright, I'm in A class, but I want to watch A class, so we're going to watch a couple runs real quick. So we had a great event, got the car back with a couple more scratches, thanks to Brian. Brian gave us this nice little door mark, first one. Not too bad, could be worse, but definitely a fun event. The quick releases on the bumper worked great, and the seat swapped to a smaller NRG seat with the Braum Racing harnesses and the Braum Racing harness bar. That worked absolutely amazing. Super comfortable, perfect for the car. I also was messing around with some alignment settings at the track to help get a little more traction. Added some toe in on the rear and took out the rear sway bar, which made a huge difference in the way the car performed. And we got really good tire wear as well. So this is the inside wheel. Pretty good tire wear, a little bit on the outside, and that's with a little bit of positive camber. And this was the outside wheel. There's a lot of right-hand turns on the track, so very good tire wear.